Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. We have to comb his hair. Have a seat.
Keep it on while she's
Sit
combing his
down.
hair.
There you go.
How are you?
I'm a hell lot older than you.
That was good.
How's that? Is it perfect?
Thank God.
Maybe a little bit on the other side too.
I tried.
Oh.
What am I doing, honey?
Just like a little kid. I'll wet it down with my spit.
Good memories. What's this thing on the left?
Oh, that's a heater.
What?
That's Alex's heater.
Alex's heater.
Alex forgot his heater.
A heater?
Yeah, for his patio, I guess. Well, cool. We just wanted to ask you a couple of questions and get it on video.
Oh, please do. Please do.
Cool.
Oh. You can go for it.
So I'll start. I want to start young and work our way up to old.
Okay.
Okay. So, if you can you tell us about where you grew up?
I was born in Washington, D.C. I was an only child, and most of the kids, my kids had brothers or sisters, but I was an only child. Why I was it, I don't know, but I'm sure that one was enough, I guess. And then what after now? I don't know.
Yeah. Did you ever get into any trouble as a kid?
Well, yeah, one time when I was in high school, I forget. I got with a motorcycle wreck. I remember that.
No, when you ran away.
Oh yeah, I can't remember what.
You ran away with who?
I wish I could.
Your friend? And you hitchhiked down?
Oh yeah, that's right. I'd forgotten all about that.
Okay, well keep on going. Try to remember.
Yeah, we went down, and it seemed like a good idea at the time. I remember that. It's funny. When we were what, 16, 14?
14.
14. It seemed like a great idea at the time. When I went down to, I was going to go to New Orleans is where I wanted to go.
Yeah.
But I never quite got all the way down there. I don't think. But I had a lot of,
You said a truck driver picked you up.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. It's amazing things I do remember and other things I can't remember.
Truck driver said that he would drive you down if your parents said it was okay.
Yeah, they checked it out. They were very nice guys. Very nice.
But then how did you get back home?
Dad came back and got me. I'm sure of that.
What were you going to do for money once you got down there?
I don't know, but it seemed like
You were
a
going
good
to play
guy.
the piano.
Yeah, that's right. I was pretty good at piano. A pretty good piano player in those days. I have a lot of good memories. But I can't remember. I can't remember stuff that. What I mean.
What was it like growing up in Washington, D.C.?
Well, where I was born, Washington was quartered, northwest, southwest, northeast, south. I was northwest, one block from the Maryland line. But my father was 312 A Street, which was one block from the Capitol. Good memories. Washington, now, but I was also a jazz musician. On the west side of town, I don't think you even want to get there. In certain areas and nights you wouldn't work. It was just a different time.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it's fine now, but it wasn't too.
Didn't you say your dad, when it was really hot, they'd sleep on the Capitol lawn?
Yeah, that's funny. My father was born 312 A Street, which was one block from the Capitol. My mother was down in southern Maryland, I think.
Baltimore.
Baltimore, okay. And how they got together, I'm not sure. But she was a little bit older than he was, which is not norm.
Proper.
Yeah, it wasn't proper. But thank God they got married after all those years.
They started dating when they were 14.
Was that it? Jeez, that's pretty dang on.
That's young, even for you.
Yeah, that's right. I used to date a lot of girls before. I can't remember when I finally. When did we finally get married? 30? 30? 20?
20.
20, 21, 20?
20.
20, okay. We've had a good life, I think.
When you were deciding colleges, how did you decide to go to UC?
I looked at about 4 or 5 different colleges, if I recall. And but I liked the idea of co-oping, and that was the main thing. I think that's what we're getting.
What does co-oping mean?
What does co-oping mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, instead of a 4-year school, you went to 5 years, but you were in school a lot of times. So you worked.
And you worked then.
You worked a lot. So you learned. I learned a lot. I thought when I can't remember stuff there. I'm showing you your future, but I forget stuff that I should.
What was your first job?
First
Your first job?
King Records? Yeah, King Records, I guess it was. I remember certain things.
What did you do at King?
Oh, it was piano player.
Designed album covers.
That was it. Yeah, that was. Dan Quest was the art director there, and they didn't have an extra. When I was still in college, instead of having an alternate, they decided to bring me in every other time. So I wish I could remember stuff. Getting old, I'm showing you your future. If you live long enough.
So,
Sure.
Grandpa, what got you into music, or why did you like piano playing? Do you have any good memories about piano?
At a very young age, I think I was probably 5, something like that. Well, I'm pretty big when young. But I really enjoyed. I played piano for a lot of years. I wish I can't do stuff anymore, but I did for a long time.
Oh, you still can. I listen to you.
Oh, good. Well, I'm glad that that's a good thing. I have a lot of good memories. Good memories. But Ori and I we married when we were 20. I think it was
1920.
20. A lot of good memories.
Where did we meet? Do you remember
Oh,
that?
we'll save that question for a minute. Yeah. Any other?
Oh.
Can you tell us about your experience with AA, or why you got into AA? Anything about that?
Well, I've been in AA for 25 years. Is that it?
I think
41.
41 years.
41. I don't know, a long time. And I wish I could remember. You're right. When I was your age, I wouldn't forget stuff that I've forgotten now.
Oh, you know, it's okay.
Yeah, that's just. Ori's in why in the world she's in good shape I am, but she's only a few months younger than I had a good time for a long time. I'm forgetting stuff, and I would.
She ate her vegetables, I bet.
I'm sorry.
I bet she ate her vegetables.
I guess I did. I don't know. I was an only child, and my father. I was brought to 312 A Street. I can't remember why my father. Why they didn't have brothers and another brother or another sister, something like that. But I remember, I can tell you, my father told me once, one was enough. I can't tell you what I did last week, but I can tell you 50 years ago. And that's funny. So, now, other than that, there you go, Merry Christmas.
Hey, Grandma, can you think of any other questions before we start talking about you guys?
You know, as a jazz musician, I was pretty damn good. I was in my feet. When I was young, I could have done it professionally, and I realized I'd been in there long enough to realize this is a lousy way to make a living. But I could have done it. I was good enough to do it.
Tell them about where did you play at the hotel?
Played I can't remember the name. I can see it, but I can't remember the name.
It was by Woodstock. I know that.
Yeah, I did. I played Woodstock, but I can't remember stuff. I wish I could, but I could. I just can't. Sorry. It's the way it goes, honey. Getting old sucks. But we've had a good time. We've been married 54 years.
8.
58 years. We were really getting old now. 58 years. My God. Look at that. Look at your future, brother.
Yeah, it's right in front of me.
It is something. Right back.
So, where did you meet your wife?
No, not yet. We're gonna pull Grandma in the picture for that one.
Oh, okay.
Why's that?
Can you guys think of any other questions before we start talking about your marriage and the kids?
You want to say anything else?
Well, I was an only child. I remember that, and I asked my father once why I didn't have brothers and sisters. He had an older brother and two younger brothers. And I remember my father told me, he said, "Smokey, if we had you, one was enough." Well, I can't tell you what I did last week, but he can tell you 50 years ago.
So, yeah, go ahead.
What were your parents like?
Oh, they were great. I had very fun. My mother used to work at the Bureau of Yards and Docks, and then when I was born, she took off, got away from it.
What happened that your father couldn't work for the government and your mother couldn't work for the government,
No, that's what it was. Okay.
and so one of them had to leave.
Well, okay. But I had a good life. A lot of good memories. I don't know what the normal lifespan is, but I've had a good one.
Yeah. So, what is the trick to life? If you had to give life advice, what would you say? Like life advice. Like if you had to give people advice on life to live a long, happy life.
I guess one of the big things I think that teach other people pretty well. I was good about that. I was never
Treat people well.
Yeah, treat people well. I wish I could remember stuff, but that's the way it is. Merry Christmas.
So just treat people well.
Yeah, that's what I think. I remember I was my father had an older brother and two younger kids, but I was an only child, and I can't remember why they didn't have a brother. And maybe that was the way it was back in '39. I guess I don't remember. But
Your father was great because he put his younger brothers through college before he went to college, and he ended up as like a community college, didn't he?
That's right. Yeah, he was a nice guy. My father's a great guy. I wish I could remember more stuff.
Well, I don't think you've ever said to me that you didn't like somebody. You like everybody.
I've always been very fortunate. I've been very fortunate, I think, I'm 77 now.
9.
79? Oh, Lord. I used to be younger than that, Mommy.
Yes, you were.
Well, you and I were 21 when we got married, right?
Well, close, yeah.
Close?
I was 20. You were 20.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm good term. I'm showing you your future is what it is. It's great. Good memories. I'm not sure what after that. What do you have after that? What do you have after that?
Did you used to travel a lot growing up?
Yeah, I was a piano player. I used to play.
You went to the Azores.
Yeah, I had.
Playing the piano.
Yeah, I was pretty good in my day. I remember once, why didn't I have any brothers and sisters? And I remember my father told me once was enough. I can still remember. I can't tell you what I done last week, but I can tell you once was enough. What
Cool.
good memories.
Awesome. Well, hey, Grandma, can we pull you into the shot here?
Okay.
What? What are we doing?
All right, we're golden. All right. Can you tell me, could you say how much you love your family?
With all my heart. I don't know how to phrase that. But other than that, she and I have been married for a long time. It's great.
Yeah.
Great, good memories. A lot of good memories.
Could you pretend that this camera is Grandma? And can you just say, I love you so much?
I love you so much. I do. A lot of good memories, you and I. And she came up one time and she says, let me see your hands. I can't tell you what I did, but I can remember that. She said, let me see your hands. And she was dating another guy at the time.
Can you believe that?
Isn't that funny? Because I wasn't playing that night because I was playing the piano later on, but I was playing on later on. Maybe some things I can remember, and I couldn't tell you what I did last week.
That's okay.
But I've had a good time. Had a great life.
Yeah.
I don't know why Lori's not here. I'm not sure. She's got some reason, but I can't remember why.
She's grabbing something upstairs real quick.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
I'm sure she could remember. I used to remember a lot of stuff, and I can't remember stuff anymore. Just getting old stuff sucks. I'm showing you your future.
And you know what? It looks beautiful.
I don't think.
You make it look handsome.
Well, thank you. You're back in the world. That's great. I've had a great life. I don't know what the normal life's like, but I've had a really very fun. Ori, I remember Ori's coming up to me and says, let me see your hands, because she was dating another guy at the time. And I didn't have a date that night because I was playing piano. And it turned out that the guy she was dating was just a friend, and they weren't really dating, they were just needed a partner. And I was very, very fortunate. And then I asked him the next day if he would mind if I could date him, and she said, yeah, that's fine. So that's great. We've been married 57 years, I think.
Wow.
That's a lot of years.
That's a lot of years.
Yeah, it's a lot of good memories. And I don't know what she can probably. I'm sure she could feel that more than I can.
Yeah.
But I remember some things and other things I can't remember. It was like this over here. I remember all this stuff over here. But I can't remember. We got so many different things, and I can't remember. Just getting the old stuff sucks.
Well, you know what, Grandpa? I'm the same way.
Oh, is it?
Oh, yeah.
As young as you are?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Maybe a little bit different, but I have all this stuff in my house. I'm like, how'd this get here?
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's good memory.
Could you do me one more favor? Could you just tell us how much you love your family?
With all my heart, I can tell you that. My wife came up and said, let me see your hands. I was a jazz musician. I was pretty good in my field. And she was dating another guy. And she said, let me see your hands. That's funny. I can't tell you what I did last week, but I can tell you what I did 50 years ago. Strange.
Yeah.
Good memories.
Cool.
So Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Thank you. There you go.
Oh, that was perfect. Good job.
Great, thank you.
I love you.
Love you too, man. A lot of good memories. We've been together a long time, man.
We have. That we have.
A lot of good memories.
Oh, I'm just going to sit with you
Oh, sure.
while they bring their stuff down. I know. Isn't that cool being on camera?
Yeah, that's fine. Good to go. Here we go. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Yeah.
Why is that guy, what's that one down?
Oh, that's just a microphone.
Oh, is that? Oh, okay.
It doesn't work though.
Okay. That doesn't work.
Mm-mm.
Why is
Well, the microphone's in the camera now.
that? Oh, I see.
That was just for better stuff.
Okay. Good
Yeah.
man. Well, I've had a great life. Have you ever gone a place other than here?
Yeah. So I lived in Salt Lake City
You lived in.
for a year. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. How'd you get down there?
After I finished school at Ohio State,
Yeah.
one of my friends lived in Salt Lake City, and she says, "Hey, I'm looking for a roommate." I was like, "You know what? I'm just gonna pack up and move."
That's great. I'm
So I
glad
just
you
went
did.
out there.
I'm glad you went out there.
Yeah.
I'm glad you came back, but I'm glad you came back. That's
Me too.
good, man. Well, I was an only child, and I remember every once in a while I was wondering, I'd like to have had a brother or sister or something like that, but one was enough. My mother, or my wife, had a sister. But two was enough. They didn't need any more. So one of the guys I used to run with, he was one of 5 kids, and he was like the middle kid. One of the things I can remember stuff. I can remember some things, and I can't remember other things. I couldn't tell you where the damn. So the way it is.
You know, that's just what happens sometimes.
Yeah, I laugh what we're going to do because I'm showing you your future is what it is.
It looks bright.
That's great. I don't know what the normal lifespan, but I've had a great life. I hope that Ori lives. She's only a few months younger, so I hope that she outlives me. You never know. We'll find out when we get there. Good memory.
Yeah,
Thank you.
good stuff.
And I don't know what she got, whatever she got lined up. Why is she getting everybody up there? What's she getting up there?
She's just getting some books.
Was that okay?
Yeah, she'll be right back down.
Yeah, we go back a lot of good memories. And the funny thing is, I should know, and I can't remember how she and I got. I'm sure that when she comes down, I asked her.
I'll give you a hint.
Uh-huh.
Let me see your hands.
Hands?
She says, "Let me see your hands."
Oh, be darned. Was that it? That's great. Good choice. That's a good choice. She was dating another fraternity brother of mine. That's what it was.
She?
And I didn't have a date that night because I was playing. Isn't that strange? I can remember some things and other things I can't remember the time.
That's all good. Well, hey, thanks so much for sitting with me.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas.
Good to see you, baby.
I love you.
That was a lot of fun. I love it.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
I was afraid I was asking you too many questions.
Oh no, that was great. You brought some. You'll have to ask your mother sometime. 'Cause she and I were. I remember I was trying to think of. She was dating another guy before I was.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't remember. It's weird. I can't remember exactly how we got together. But somehow we did, and once we did, we.
Well, I can tell you.
Okay. Oh, good.
You were at an ATO fraternity party,
Okay.
and you were playing the piano,
Okay.
and she comes up to you, and she says, "Let me see your hands."
God, you're right. My God. Good memories. Good memories. You're back on the wheel. Good memories. That's terrific. I had a good time. I was an only child. Now my father had a brother, and my mother was an only child. If I recall, no, she had a sister.
Your brother, your dad.
Yeah. But I was an only child, and I can't remember why. I think.
Well, I can tell you why.
What was that?
You were enough.
That's enough. Yeah, that's enough. Enough is enough.
Enough is enough. No more. You got enough trouble.
Oh man, I remember when I was in about 14 or 16, something like that. I was going to go down and play down in Virginia for some reason, and I took off, and somehow they missed me. I guess I must have gotten past them somehow. But I got pretty far down Virginia before I got caught. Weird, I can't tell you most things. I can remember stuff like that. It's strange.
Grandpa, I'm really impressed with how you're doing. You're remembering a lot.
That's right. I'm old. But I've had a great life. I like to remember. I wish I could remember more. Ori could remember more than I can, I'm sure. But I have a really good life. I don't know what the normal lifespan is, but I've had a great one.
Yeah. Here, I'm telling them to come on down.
I'm sorry?
I'm telling Grandma and Joey to come down.
Oh, great. Okay. Thank you. A lot of good memories.
A lot of good memories.
How do you like it down here?
You know, I love Cincinnati.
What got you into Cincinnati in the first place?
Yeah, so born and raised here.
Oh, okay.
And then I moved away for a little bit.
Okay.
And then I came back because Cincinnati, it just has a lot to offer.
It is a great place to raise, a good place to raise a kid. I'm from Washington, D.C. It was northwest, southwest, northeast, southeast. And I was there one block from the Maryland line. But my father was 312 A Street, which is one block of the Virginia's line. And funny, I can remember some things and other things I couldn't tell you where that darn is. Ori's in a lot better shape than I am, and she's only a few months younger, but that's the way it is. I laugh about it, what the hell I'm going to do. But I've had a great life, I can tell you that. I've had a really, I wound up, well, I was always going to go into the military, and twice I was planning on doing it, and both times I got off before I got there, and I can't remember why now, but I was going to do it, and I just never did it. But I was really close. One of them was, I think I was too young. I think I was 16 or 17, whatever I was. I was just younger, and I almost went in, but I'm glad I didn't. I've had a great life. When I finally croaked, I don't know what the normal lifespan is, but I've had a very fine life. I can't. Ori's only a few months younger than us. She remembers a lot more than I remember.
Yeah.
It's the way it is.
Are you scared about dying?
No, not at all. I think that when we died, I was raised in the Episcopal Church, and I was taught that if you have a good life, you can go up to heaven. And that's what I'm planning on doing. Whether that's true or not, I don't know, but at least that's what I'm thinking. So I have a great life, a lot of good memories. It's funny, I'd like to see, I would love to see you and the kids, a couple generations on down there. I'd like to see that. As being an only child, I can't remember now why my father and mother didn't have a brother and sister. You would think that they did. I can't remember. That's the way it is.
That's the way it is.
Yeah, it doesn't make it as well I can remember or not. It's the way it is.
Did you know that you have 2 great-grandchildren?
2?
Great-grandchildren. So Jenny has a baby.
Oh, really?
And Alex has a baby.
And that's fine. That's great. Good memory. That's good memory. Good. They're down in Kentucky, not Kentucky.
Connecticut.
Connecticut.
Yeah,
Okay.
right there.
Funny, some things I can remember and other things I can't remember.
That's okay.
Getting old, I don't know what the normal lifespan is. I've had a great life. I really have. I remember one of my. A buddy of mine was asking me some stuff, and I kept thinking, how come I didn't have any brothers and sisters? Because he had a sister and a brother, and I couldn't get the answer.
Well,
I couldn't get a name, but whatever it is, I'm glad that I have
Did
had
you
a life.
want brothers and sisters?
But
Did you want brothers and sisters?
I wanted a brother or a sister, either one of them. But I remember my father. I think it was in World War II, because I was born '39. See, I was born. I think that they kept it down back in the 30s and early 40s. I think. It seemed like it. Some things I can remember, other things I can't remember where the daggone. That's the way. I laugh about it, what the hell am I gonna lose? But at least the way it is, you know. I've had a good life. I don't know how many years you've been married. I mean, not married. How long you been? How old are you now?
I'm 28. Can you believe that?
Man, time flies.
Time flies and you're having fun.
It is fun. A lot of good memories, too.
Yeah. Well, I love you.
I love you too, sweetheart. Oh, all right, that's great. We've been together for a long time, haven't we?
Yeah. Do you want to go watch some TV?
Yeah, please. That'd be great. Thank you.
All right, yeah.
I
Hey,
appreciate it.
thank you so much for all your answers to your questions.
Yeah, I've had a good time. A lot of good memories.
Mm-hmm.
You teach me because I can't remember where I'm going.
I got you.
Thank you.
Over here, man.
Thank you.
Of course. Looks like you got some good TV on.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like a wedding.
Yeah. What a lot of meetings.